I pay me say bejibre Commander Sugar Factory nkomo ewo papa but then His Excellency the former president Akasim be said ne namfofo one more MPP amayoko nim secretly one person MPP amayoko no elusu that's that's an interesting one but for Commander Sugar Factory no and Shasie na I mean that will be brief na yako other issues. Ghana moving towards full digitalization, not a confirmed era. That's the Vice President jabbing His Excellency the former president and also but yeah can say Sugarcane Growers Association and one more year press conference commander next week Tuesday mebuna one more commander one more year chere next week Tuesday one more year chere our Commander Sugar Factory no doc akoye commander sim to measure say free wo measure say free wo so because there was the promise say aben moba ka ba behwe na Commander Sugar Factory no etimi ayeduma. Currently as we speak we are being told by the Minister of Trade say aban no e the factory no e ba bema West Africa Agro Limited or the Belize no na afibia ye nyamu over $1 million US and no enkoma omanfo ni chesanya dia omo preso because per the document factory nangasa document no even after yatete sikani ade nyare no every year we are going to get about $10 million US from the factory. It is the bema obi na 1 million busu afibia they feel that we are being shortchanged intenya dia one more ebetiase mama chase free home we are makoloya so ho
you me da say o say almost say paid and document been outside
well and I pay many Samuel on a convener for the demonstration yeah or say the document for the factory no HSA the factory's operationalization. Sorry,
the document when they drafted that document, did he provide who drafted that document?
Well, he's forwarding that document to my production team so that we can have a better understanding of the figures. But how did we get to where we are right now? Yeah, Jacoba say the factory no, you lease the Indian company.
Open you me that. Yeah, you know say Commander Sugar Factory. And in France last week me can wo am of day back cause say na Bruni can say it was a good idea but poorly implemented. For me, they met to me a bonnet tougher. I don't know because me they be a better because I am in person me ye and your ma a candy pabra about politics. They be a better America. Nti idea be a ye be ye emfa hone a ban or bebe a bit me ma a Ghana ni etumi nya ahotoso anase wetumi enya ahofama anase wetumi enya 9 page na so bia de ade a meka se eye adepa emfa hone aban kra o initiating tinama meka se it was a good idea but poorly implemented tinama meka within that cause that time meka se poorly implemented. You see ye ko school no slide we dey isusu akra no ane ye primary ni GHS no ye kire ade bi ye kire say o pese o start business and as o pese o started the bruni podcast me kan say production and ma me ense bi ne hia pa se sa anoma no wo be hwese sa anoma no available and sana you even think about going into production. Na the kind pa na isusu ne ye kire ye school slam ye so be kai the first factors of production na the din can say asase because we see planter we hear asase a we the planting ebisi with that land no untumi kra nyam untumi fa sebi machine ensinsen wiem to be here asase nti e very very important na ofri ehwo a na waba the potokasem ye kan say eye entrepreneurship nimudie wona obeye adwuma ewo plant na pese wusi no di obe manage di owoni mi dia obetumi ada no ma ade no ayeden etumi akonanim eno enso eya ade ba ko a na eye critical in production na de toso miensa sly eyeden raw material because also be plant to be see plant and as a opesa go into production eye bibi e na be da dani na ba be bibi na odi akọ adwaman so akọton na saa bibi no ubenya every agriculture it is usua economics abecho say all manufacturing stems from agriculture just say ehọ see be dua ade no tienfa say ye fa eye commander sugar factory eye sugar ne pese ye de ye ewo na sugar de ne de sugar eye ahwede na say o kan eye the report on the factory na tro say in a day in a month a week in a day to say na ya ba betena he from anopa ekosi anwumre ehia 1250 metric tons of sugar in a day to just produce the daily minimum capacity or say commend the sugar factory produce 1250 metric tons of sugar. Inti say tell my boss say you sua bibi you success factors of production no near BC you see aya we are no be the test run as some baby rem. You see, these are two different things. When you talk about test run is not about going into mass production. Test run, yo, yamfa bibi ngumu hese machine no, seni edan ho no, etumi dan ho sa. Seni ewo se echi ahwede no nsuo ne eba no, saa na yebenya na. Na se echi mu wi a seni ewo se etumi wo no na ebi edane esitire no, saa na beba. Eno ne test run no. Into with the test run no, unhia saa 1,250 metric tons of sugar ya make once sugar cane ya make once in a day to get a test run round. No, you don't need that. Inti na be here tama eye aban atwema kwa ndisi aban eye test run no be here na cars be brace wa na ahwede de gum meaning say omokoso aso ahwede no kra firi baby and de buy no mo de be test run. Now after test run no na e was say yetumi raw material no tumi ye readily available ema eye plant so obeka se mintwan for new krama ananu ya MPP abambe omukosi ekunfi eye juice factory ade ba akwa so hwe omukwa establish plant no mom ka se no ntino musi akunfi ni se akunfi ho ne de abrabe no ewo ho dada na ade ba akokra so esaye ayi kura sa wumuni se wo fa eye ahwede
akunfi na band there
oh minkas
I'm just asking
no
private
yes
yeah.
But it was established under the MPP government around this one factory. Minkasa na do ni kusi. But say under the MPP because it is an initiative of the MPP and not the NDC one. And I want this one factory so and no see a free researchers as I am on the buy ka hu biada. But I say yo. Enti adeba ko mo kan ye in fact one of the CEOs or no me madam for say US or school. Catch me plain say look because of pineapple na e wahani nti eni ba be see the raw material na readily available. Now, slide. So offer ashede ahom. I think say me dey I am not
no can pay slide bi aba no pa.
So facha me udi na dey. Facha me na me nima CJ me nima dey kwenta make a slide. Ayo facha me CJ. CJ facha me. Me say offer ahwede ahom. Ahwede needs more than 200 days on average, more than 200 days. And some ahwede no ayeden any. So, enti tama NDC abanya this wadi hunu se oh. E was say in fact factory nimpo yanka say na nye factory NDC aban ko say ye. E konfi friend saying Commander sugar factory no was actually founded in 1964. So by kaya. Bye. Was founded in 1964. It was not the NDC government. It was founded in 1964. It was the NDC government going to revive the commander sugar. Oh, it is in the Rage Hospital here. Mpensenpensenmu mobile say me and Kasata miss the NDC and no be na America and NDC primacy. You cannot compare commander and even a Kufi because a Kufi there it was not existent. No, 1964 one and head of state. Obia now when your best student award 2 times. Who did I said that? Who did the head of state in 1964? Any award no be sad about. I said that. Mrs. Slice who did the award no and they me call university you better let Tabreno or so returning award. So no him no president who could in 1964. Now men come answer mon so. Men hey,
no problem.
You. And asma me can say, see that proper planning. You see, na eni ho for the factory. In fact, we have factories yes seen in recent times a bien honoma already na raw material anyhow. In fact, so only some of them here so that you were planned for outgrowers. In fact, I don't me challenge or penny back or MP or side ranking member of parliament. But feed the case so back say only on for a operational planner. Na NDC abandoned draw ye for outgrowers and send no benya raw material at the feed factory no me catch also when I'm say he wo dey chebe bia wo na me am kore hempo na me mfama wo na me nka wo se ewo ho wan to up to date me hu ye me nya say bia slide wo krasa operational plan yi say post establishment of the factory say we plan we ABC no ma ba ko mienu ne yegina so e di ayama factory no ejina na so no me nya say bia wa kra sabi udi age baby e kra bia unim ebia unim na bia me na me obetumi kra afford abra mi phones na me so metumi akan me de enim de e na me hwehwe but as far as I know and I have clarity on my mind say sa document any ho enti de obobi kan say plan anka sa na say enhyehyeye papa na egu akwan mu say eno na ye de bo friend say commander sugar factory no na ebi ni ho na okan ade ba ko mo kan say oh na ye kwaji loan bia na ye $24.1 million and when yes, can you see you outgrowers. Now, many assemble commission say, oh, dear, say, opposite, oh, ye factory. And then can you bring say it should have been the vice versa. I didn't know when in can uncle says it can. No one farmer outgrowers, no man says, yeah, we Nanka by the time I come back within 200 days average, I heard the say, you know, Nanka then turn quest factory, maybe the Kausi and Nanka, Nanka, I heard the air back to say they comfy a year, a France, a brobe, you see factory, and once a year, Piaguma, or call American, UK, a bontekra, utumi, a comfy juicy. But you see, that was just. Me can say idea ye ka ade atete ho na numpono na nya grant ye say loan na eno ho hyehyɛ mpo de me pese me kom because ye nim enhyehyɛ kora omo ye fa sa loan ho teno de me pese me kom nti obi sa me say ehye fa na ne nti ɛhɔ ene enama post 2016 aban for process an ye be omo be value for money audit in fact say oka honorable KT amonu say last week so call ho na o make statement be say the value for money auditor omo ye ne kyerɛ say se ene mre mumpo no senke yesi sa akumfi sorry yesi commander sugar factory ya enka which as a nation so my Ghana no eni kwa senke ye se America dollar no opepe edu nwotwe $80 million eni this is our factory no and so in as of 2016 NDC abanes NDC ka America dollar no $39 million eni this our factory $35 million and this award 24.1 be ka ho a nanka almost $59.1 million and anko say e was the establishment of the factory in terms of value for money, I simply me because someone dey be omaka akromfo asem me say anope me nua lawyer crabet train waka akromfo asem this ade name de mu nke di 80 million esi no say ye dey almost be say 59 million esi in 2016 dia and then ye ka akromfo asem de anka me say nka wo studio de nke yentumi enka ho asem wa ha but me pese me call that kind of politics no mo enti ehọ ene na ma ye beduru ha ti aban foforo ba no say so or shit said there was no operational plan na there was no guaranteed funding be an da ho kan say sika we di da ho da no na ye de bebo ho bena na aban no so me say ye tiga na me asem ba ko de bia Ghana fo nyina kan say aban should cut its expenditure and me say wo de bia maka wo fra wo expect on me economists crab na asem mo kan say government should internet say the actually say aban no entumi sense sa eye taxpayers money and san fan ko ra eye ekumfi friend say commander sugar factory no mo tina de be hia ne say te say me abeto ewiase sese nyina anim no e wo say ye de friend say eye partnership private partnership abandon ne ankran ebekọ anoba ba mu na ankran wo sika a obetumi de omusika aba be wura eye factory no mu no mo operate amanfa so abas no fa so no baso a omo say tue bi e de ama aban no e wo say aban ne kotwetwe ntu be hwe a emi say sa search no e started somewhere 2019 there about emi say e started wo eye former trade minister oral and chamante abreso a na omo pe eye partnership na eno na nam na in fact me twam fam say so what is 35 million as me 35 million Indian government in this economy so bekaya and they see sir and this abandi ko see commander sugar factory no and say ye ne men no eye yakonya India for omo say omo de omo sika omo nye aban sika omo de omo sika eba be wura eye commander sugar factory no mu na atumi a start say eye adwuma na bosome anase afibia no according to Shisha no fa so be baso no omatue ebi eso de ama aban na obi anano meti obi so yaton da bi ye mi se wo kan enye sale lease no so aban no say jisika afi omo ho na omo say wi a afibia no man say triumph so na omo benya no bi so asama aban na you see emfaso mo say one aban fa taxpayers money enkonkosim just say idea was enka aban taxpayers money be no ekwan ababedo say ibetumi akwakoye 2 fact na na nye adwuma say aba be ye adwuma e ma ona wote ekumfi ni won potem ho na nso na ye aban be India fo ya o ma be do mo sika besumi omo fa omo no omo aye adwuma wom 2 3 sa outgrowers asemi a ye ka ho asemi a enka Ghana ban se kwaje besia eye $24.1 million ene ba be se Ghana ma emfa ne san kwahye besia sibiem eye sa ni pekoya ene o ma akopo musika no ma ba be outgrowers ewo eye sa mpotemu ho emfa nya eye commander mpotemu kra se ofa eye pass of the voter regional omudua eye ahwedie bi ho a wo mu nyina no so ebe ye beneficiary of sa scheme ya eno so beba entimi de me hu ne se o kan say yen analyze sa eye ade we ya me say me hu enfumso bi ya hu because me de bia me ka me say de bia me catch me school for me choma de say eba even eye public goods kra ye drew period bi say e was say aban to me ma individual ebe because say o hwe yen deficit in terms of eye infrastructure any nyoma ye hi organ hana afibia na anya kura na ye budget ye total budget and say ye GDP no ye hear more than 7% of our budget of our GDP to go into the budget in providing certain infrastructure such like manufacturing ne ade no and they say ye nya ankrankre na so mo betumi do musika be roma sly me come to say CJ fache me na sly yi de me ni bia no pay fee ba CJ me come to say there is no better way to start and revive an economy than going into a private partnership. So me for be crane chat to a yeti on said time you drew energy crisis. Ne drew baby na aye enyinam kanea ho atope amaya so mine. Quickly there we had to partner with what? Private people. Continue what the IPPs, independent power producers. We mu ye ankran mu sika mu betumi di amma enyinam kanea na so munya o mato ama na ban na to amene ye enyinam kanea ho asem no ayeden akwakoda di in terms of a private public partnership on dey me hu boni bi e unless say bia politics na ye se nya politics na ye dey a tin me twamfonyi be bia akro even under one district one factory kra most of the factories na yesi nyina private because se okase aban operate business ventures ye nim the history of this in the town. In fact, Asemba Komi Bisana say, a DNT under the SYNDC government, omo undertaking their friend say massive divestiture. So kind of divestiture implementation in Sawem Canary, many a keka hu nyina, a DNT no moto. Na ya ban there because as okase aban e operator, the protocol your friend say inefficiency no aya na e wosoro. Enti say okase ankran mre mu dia. And with the Ghana ni in particular MBB no who ankran okay obey the right. Me that's it. Boni be Dr. Bano me that's mess about hobby lawyer. So mammy
CJ me the as a person the can enter at TF4 for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama chair kasi so mra wo nyinara na yenka mo say Akabri Kumabi, I think we have about 122 days to the elections. And the extra Ghana for you answer. And they on mine I can be about 90% of us. Ajia to say the country is heading towards the wrong direction. So I want to be here say we get the country back onto the right direction. And sebeye yi saa na es twase ye nya nipa foforo no ba fama ne fi ba bia ani kire na de na kire ba foforo efise saka akonya akwanhia na koto di chimu a sige adam kumra ne mu no anya driver ode car na koto amna ne koyi car ne pie a different driver and a different vehicle comes there and get that car from that or design values then at the
same driver who
na
the day 2016
ayi car no e de pie say ati ya kasa ide o mampani odi anim na nadan kwakufu adaje atom so man nkoyi na no kokuma say am koyi na pachire o ka asem bi o mere mfisi asem no da o sin papa ko tunufo na ban mu pa Dr. Baumia on fana futu ni agro ano ne yete hu oh say you to before say na yenema enima we ni na bebo ma ne ye say nipa no afutu na watu no ana na ode abedu ba ati na 90% of Ghanaians say the country is heading towards a wrong direction according to Afrobarometer. I didn't say that in this yet me a survey o my nipa 90% say Ghana ni kire ba bi bonia we see the nkasa nipa kro na odo ani kire hwana when you fi on one side na chi ogusu ko wrong direction as we speak. They are still going towards that wrong, the same wrong direction. So we need a new person. And that is why we keep on saying, say, John Dramani Mahama is the option. John Dramani Mahama is the solution to these problems and this recklessness. And Yami Adom Ghana for and come to a bar more than and and crying. And all the entire country. And to buy more than a from what John Dramani Mahama and in couldn't be intimate. Sige, Macan, we know, ya not made a bat or mine and your marriage up at the me want me position. Now, and you're a wholesome. So, but to say, I can say, a money, your my juma, there will be inefficiencies. Inefficient. Oh, Doc.
The most inefficient institutions are SOEs.
Doc.
The report states, I am not the one saying it. SOEs are the most inefficient agencies. Under your watch. That was why you undertook the diversity.
No. It's not only under the watch of the NDC. Now, say, Siga. For one more reporter, by.
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, you can see the performance of most of the state.
They undertook that massive diversity.
The
reports like CJ has said has bailed me out. The report says so.
Lawyer.
Yes.
I asked from there, Husam. See a bachelor say, "We more money, money on my juma. Yent me ye." Nipa do matwa no ntimi nya dwuma ni yi sije eno nti fama obi mom fama sije fama ankorankora bi
fama sije Ghana ni a woni mdie no sa wo sika do betumi aye ne ye nti ka se fama sije dia
Dr. Mano
sije Ghana ni yes
fadwuma no ma ankorankora bi na wono ne betumi aye ne ye Mobile from a Hemanachian, over Matambe.
Oh, bet by 4 a.m.
Yeah, no question to Mohabi.
Doc.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it a private?
Doc, Maninga is submission.
Let me also clarify this. You say, I am not some who Jansu. Who do me away? Is it a public or a private?
No, but he hasn't even made the point.
Is it? Say you name the Adom Where do me out here? Is it? Do you work in a private company or a public company?
Private entity.
Thank you.
Lawyer and Patrick Asumani.
Because it's more man and I'm not know now. When I beg man online. There are days of the weeks in pie. Be a whole week.
That's true.
Good. Into what say you money ye CJ. A yadma ran number money ye nipa will be an man money ye and I send nipa timo yadman number money ye.
Is that any upper for now a phone my
one number money ye?
Yeah, man.
So free heaven I buy
me nipa.
Correct. To the person be cases in the say. Eti ya na ya kasa nsem we se wo de adwuma ya ba adwuma ya nyini ya ntia na ya se mfem ana enye wora ho enye ya ni wusi ya batimi trans ya kasa opon school ya se ya kokọ ni nyina de professor se wo mu anwafo wo mu nyina ya chi no sije ya de adwuma ne ya de se ya ne ya ntena ho ya ntimi nyani ye na mo ye hia say yanko for obi free India yanko for obi free China wano brofo kura wonte okay wonko for say nipa ni free ba bi mra oh
entrepreneurship very important.
Dr. Mano, and the answer, no, but one part,
this information is too much.
Maybe, and I would say, yeah, Ukra pain, Ukra pay, and the beginning, but you've interjected quite too much. Doc, money flow, man, Mr.
And as if from some say, because I didn't say, said you money, and crankre and some na wa. Penny bet me, you know what she was a band dear, ye be good. See, so called India for a boom, you know. One but do come Hanuman and then I said, the showman, sir. On find India for free India, about bedman. So come on, sense tell you, sir. Ghanaians can do it. We are going to use the same Ghanaians, commander for noir, and can for noir, castle for Central Region for noir. Any very few people will be free outside the region. Ako, woman one of the Basako Tanako human. But just under the leadership of a foreigner. And you was some young or mine. And was some young munipa, and you are buying power by just Adrian. Says a wow would now yeah, woman for now do when you know doesn't have the capacity to run an institution for the state. Yenim dia ofom yenim dia betuma ma ya pagya manager ho na mo sa wo de kuma bi no ono be fam se me ba ni ho pa de a me metua boa san kran ama aduma na tia be yi. Can you imagine hwani wusam bi kwamba ho sa ka de tato sankrofo no say trade ministry for say sankrofo no be je aduma no be ye under the list na afi bia mama ya say $1 million.
Yes.
Wani money says the kind of ministers at them. Shameless government. Money wo. $1 million in ministers in pass. Ah, you remember one kasi yomo. Individuals in passing the go. A whole nation of 34 million people and over. You're bringing $1 million. You are happy to tell us this. Can you imagine? What the bad memoir esho binsa. So one yen kwaya no nya fa so nkwadi a. Ono afeso 365 days no. Obama $1 million wani age bon nsam se eya de pantie nyina emmo sentu ni akiri. Omna se sika egu mu mpase ene mo dem mo de che mo mprafo. Money hu. And we are still wasting our time on this government. We are still wasting our time on this government, CJ. How on earth can you think, say? So, wow, some benny how on earth can you think that? I always disagree here, but you say, oh, tell me, how survey the bar, report bar, cigar, no one day in a better say, I ban man, you won't for me. A lack of leadership. That's the word. Lack of leadership, proper leadership. And that is why I always believe that. CJ, what the meme to Admanami Mohamedia Yimedi? Sack me from there and put somebody who can do the job there. There should always be some kind of indicators. Timeline be performance indicators be that one nation say when and the experts obey 1 2 and before Amobiaba. Right? Me more example CJ. The late president of Tanzania, Paul Magufuli. Otiasen no obedi akunyafo fro na mu a. And now make a surprise visit to one of the state hospitals. And as I buy hospitals, there was Tanzania back. See, Okodu one. I had a for big form mattress in the form the bidder, so we can put the mattress. So now, baby, one of us I was there. One person may say, oh, that had the into the your excellency man caught the site. And the man broke all the protocols and entered this way to see things for himself. No cranny, now see him. Umado ye. Wankasa o free hospital wo kodu ni office pe. Hospital board wagunu CEO wa Unity. Na before so boko no I know because the main problem I was to hear then. I'm sure there's one facility be one machine based down be shut the now. I said 3 months ago. Woman to me yeah. And until I manipulate woman that woman to me share woman. One case or could the office letter ba. See you are out of Sutanano, aban you ready. Border war yagumu. Munya Mugofi. And I see you on the deputy. Obon dino on our appointment as a one. Me mau 2 weeks. Fix it. Same machine I must say.
Fix it.
Fix it. Now hospital bring it back to a good state. See, ABM now we move to Kwambi. Side travel no watchem. And benefit also in an sikan kia they sponsor mum in a coin watchem. Yan says can cut best in that I didn't go hospital or hospital no yensa. Who knows I want or man 1 month of fixing machine, not 2 weeks. I want fixing machine in 2 weeks. Or fixing machine in 2 weeks to get the people back or to get the facility back into efficiency. And so will say, so when you're a good leader, when you media oh yeah, the country or institutions can always run efficiently. And you know that. Nemo say we jai nipa no nemo nipa mu a. Na kwa so the body ati jemu a unkusa no. E be hye. Because oto no when you sika no odi na watam bia bra waban na wade adi. Watam bia bra ministers no we ya campaign na ya sabra na mu gidi. Etuti mi kana sem. Nemo sa bada ho de a wan nye say ha na re be fa. You be careful. Obaye niye man ba ho. But on the day yet kroma CJ. Abra about what saying. PPA bossy, more for investigations. We got a party general secretary seconding his actions. MPP party general secretary that time. Seconding and supporting his actions. So he doesn't see anything wrong. We say, Obi a chief executive, no, will be a company, no, or the company, no, contrast. What is wrong with that? So says man went to a bida and a bad man on to was in because when you already be an Ubunu be a supporter. How can we say this? Make us say, Bra, ye self factory, ya sign your word, maybe. Kwame Kumi a year and my period, and Mopasa must send dinner was upon this or no one Kagana Gumbo any for one. We see factory see one a Tikoya and John the Man Mama ever pejamon. I was reading a report of Daily Graphic, and you know it's one of the most authentic newspapers, which who couldn't be a winslow. Was say about 24 million. He also secured. We have also secured 24 million for irrigation and cultivation of sugarcane on 1,500 acres of land in the municipality. And what's one goes to say? If the loan was secured, where is the money?
Excellent question.
I say it has also been.
If it was secured,
it has also secured. Okay, so I'm quoting Harry Nadu. I say that they have also secured a year 24 million dollars loan for irrigation for cultivation of sugarcane on about 1,500 acres land in the municipality. Graphic online. No, we're a business rather. Yeah, graphic business rather, not graphic online, graphic business. CJ, my question is, if that money was secured, do we still have that money in the coffers of government?
Now, what I'm hearing is that money has been locked, is in a locked account. Yes.
But I lock it. No, sister, now can
Yes.
It's locked somewhere.
I am waiting for the trades minister. Yes, a press conference. Yes.
Okay.
A press conference. And me train me your back fa you. So one can be done from tomorrow. We will come back.
Correct.
And
if we say should okay you say time pass sikana da kwa. So me benefo bu bisa ba na ho makramanka. E ba ne sign na yama sikana da ho. Na sikana e ba for a specific purpose. Purpose ne say even could be ahwe de about what acres mako apem and your hen much. See, you can say 1,500 acres. You chrome one. A whole community. And you could do a sense, you could do Mrs. You could be a sugar cane or so. Let me take what Doc said. Say it take about 200 days for it to survive. In the 200 days for it to survive, what? For two.
No, Yakasa.
I say Today I'm in a different spirit. So I want
just like dog so say maybe you feel back.
If it's going to take about 200 days for it to mature, I'm a dear you man see. And ka brain ka ya turn. You see? Oh. This is why this question is if anybody asks me, then I see that I mean it's a wasteless time to have gone into government. Why did you come into government?
But Doc,
why did you come into government?
He has a point. The reason Ghanaians voted against it.
Momo say, no, Mami Kasa, Doc. Mami Flo. Mami why did people come into government? You are a waste of time, you people. You are a waste of time because say at the end of but you are as worse as even worse than the person that you are even talking about. So what you
yeah, so
Nipa Noa.
Obesi family, yeah.
Why are you doing this now?
Dr. Bano.
When you were talking, I was sitting here, I was so quiet doing my own thing.
You were interfering.
How many times did I ask you questions?
Lion Patrick Family. Patrick Family.
And you are still complaining about challenges. Most of us want to say. Someone can say, "Dianya be a more fix it." I go for the 18 months, but turning Ghana around. I was 1.5 years.
Lawyer,
we are still here today. And you guys are still telling us, I did 1 year, I did 1 year. Say, Uba is kind of hold this kind of idea.
Lawyer Chumberry, yeah, there's a damn latex phone. And I feel, yeah, there's a damn Marshall Vimola. And they open Kunya Papa, now transfer latex phone.
No, why didn't you mind? That is a question I'm asking. He has a question. Says he can't walk with Jaya. I didn't know why. I had on one lawyer Chumne Bubel or say a ban home a craman cow. Nessa Sabay, not the end this for one time. And you then a craman the back cow. You think that is not a logical question to ask?
No, maybe Ubisa Sembi say I didn't know when the ahead here.
Yes, yes. Because make sure say in basic economics, no.
I have a document here.
Yeah, read it.
125 acres nursery plantation. Already, Yanka be transplanted onto a 10,000 acre land by February 2017. What this report is saying is that already ya found factory ho ya toma companies any ya petition near there and already ya petition when it was supposed to have gone.
Who planted that sugar cane?
You're planting
outgrowers.
You're planting 2017 you're in government. 2017 your government was in power.
Is he CJ?
And I'm not
don't be an advocate of disinformation. Don't be an advocate of this disinformation.
Lawyer Chumberry, please.
Don't be an advocate of the disinformation, CJ. You see, Mami mouth around. You see, CJ.
So you give me the right information.
Maybe CJ. CJ, wait.
If I am disinforming
I am making a point. CJ, allow me to make a point.
Thank you.
See, lawyer makes a point like Obi government is useless. You see, and I was thinking, say so. Someone like you would have told him say he should withdraw that statement, but you did not withdraw it because you've never ever, to be honest with you, I have never used words derogatory like will be a useless.
No.
I won't use it.
In fact, forgive me.
But you saw him using several.
Forgive me.
But you see, I'm not going to. No,
forgive me.
It's fine.
Forgive me.
This is just for listeners to appreciate the kind of debate we make. And
absolutely,
I've said it here. Say me emotional about politics. You see, say you can't. Government about Ghana has since independence. Abe waste Ghana for time. And NDC Aban should never even be on the ballot for Ghanaians say to Abakra Momoda. CJ. And I'm saying this is me and Maba answer or question I'm raising. CJ, share me can report the economic recovery program of the 1980s. In 1984, Ghana 235 state enterprises. This report is here. I can share with you when I'm done. That is why I talk about the importance of PPP. 235 state-owned enterprises under PNDC and NDCCJ. By the time of 2000, former President Jerry John Rawlings says from NASA 235. Omo say Nkrumah legacy they exist today. No, these were factories that were funded under former President Nkrumah. By the time a South Party were a not 235 state prices. Not either say you're turning and I say a bill hokra partially you're diversified. This is the track record of the NDC. This is a party that talks about managing efficiently state-owned enterprises.
Your government do the same thing when you come.
You see? This is the track record of NDC.
Your government do the same thing when you
CJ.
come to power.
Enti wo kaya.
What happened to
Enti na make sure say.
What happened to Ghana Telecom?
Enti na make sure say. Oh no, I'm okay. Enti na make sure say. Enti na make sure say. When diversify. Enti na make more example. You see, CJ. You see, I did not hide from that point. Enti na because you bet now. It's about education. You see, enti na make sure say. There was a reason why these companies were diversified. You see, that is why I'm answering.
Yeah. Lawyer.
And on the point I'm making here, you try to misconstrue my statement. That is why I'm making
the point, which is
the point is, say, in most cases in sub-Saharan Africa, and this one, the economic literature has shown. In fact, if you read the World Bank reports, if you read the IMF report, in fact, go to South Africa today, the most advanced economy in Africa. Most of the manufacturing sector is private owned. It is not public owned. You can go and check it. It has a, you see, Internet say,
no, but the lawyer. So that in one breath you are justifying diversifying companies. In another breath, you seem not to.
Wait. You see, you are confusing the two. That's why I made a point about IPPs. Sorry, about PPPs.
Yes,
private producers, private partnership. And on what be say. So we are sad and the so we are useless. What is your use as a government? No. That was the statement he made. Oh, that's what he said. And until they are true about mamo. Oh, please.
Don't get me wrong.
I was here. Maybe. Oh, say, and until they are true about mamo.
Tell me.
20 seconds.
Yes, when you tell me about loan now you for a year. Remember what he said. So, Mammy, because I'm
Nipa no ka asem no ono te ho no. Manenka. Nipa no ka asem no. Ono ano te ho. Manenka sa.
I'm not afraid of them kai. Remember my sense.
O say, enu ti ne to aba ma mo samo mesesa me. E ho na me fafi. Mentio, what carry?
Yes.
O say one thing ne to aba ma mo samo mesesa no. From 2017 to the day na maye. And I made sure say the reasons why governments upon governments, including his own government, turned 235 state-owned enterprise. It's as a result of this fundamental issue. That is the point I'm making.
And the issue, and
the issue has been said in most cases in sub-Saharan Africa. You don't want to?
No, you are on.
I am talking about economic literature. This one, you can talk about the emotions, but this I am speaking based on literature. What empirical evidence has shown. So you should just go and read about it. And yes, you see, that is the problem. In fact, what kind about a cigar reporter on the Bible? Me, I have said on several platforms that's why I say when we come and we talk about issues of the economy affecting the part, I am in the politics. And it's the reason why I will not go the line. That really just 235 there. It's not like I want to equalize, but I want to draw a point to him. Say, it is because the World Bank and his government they knew, said this is the problem. Okay? And in most cases, these organizations will advise, say, even if government wants to establish such ventures, to say factories, like what is happening under the one district, one factory now, it is not advisable for government to go solely 100% owned. No. Because of the issues I raised earlier on. It is always better to find a private investor because it becomes an extra cost on government's debt.
Why do we always want to fall on foreign investors?
No, so that's what so that's what I'm coming to explain the economic rationale. Oh, says 35 million plus 24 million a loan and a grant. And to say you can't work out with dear, you can't with debt, a car with dear, and they can't work out with dear. And then you be any baby ababijina. And in order to have that, the protocol is a fiscal space. Say on quadi cabebreno. And yes, I can way now, Kawa buying Wokobesia in your name. Not that Chibino Ababe a car at Towo son in Trimasono. Say Ankran was Sicano, so no better could this Sicano, and the baby says half to know memo. No one for Nippana person, Juma Womuna Aydia. I didn't know so walk what besia. That is the economic rationale behind it. What's my say? And as makers all kind of economic literature, a bit was even in road and the public goods Ukraine. So a mind be they are now going into the private partnership. Say, I'm crank besiano family even acquiring po. I didn't ya. If say, baby bakwa and ma abaya chomuko adika bebre, and you be see a cobo at the baby say acquiring. See what are some Americans? And to avoid debt accumulation. In most cases, you know, say I buy crap loan, and I'm say I buy no fee a baby muntino. The interest I debe no sometimes no protocols because I am ridiculous. But say I'm crank the same loan from a private marketer, or bet me even at a lower interest rate than a government. So what am I saying? And until the economy is it where are the we shouldn't be emotional about it. And until mostly no so offer consultants, offer economists that they advise say it should be private partners. In fact, today we call South Africa. There's the core train, which is the underground speed train. It was never solely funded by the South African government. Okay. It is owned by a private investment which operated for a number of time and then transfer it to the South African government. That is the trajectory development at TKC.
Doc, my name is a specific question way. For almost 8 years.
Yes.
Commander Sugar Factory Entiminye Juma under this government. Would you say that is a failure?
It is not. Because, like I've explained this to you, me share my first statement as necessary. The search for that private capital, no. Private capital simply means ankran kromo nimdeɛ no osika no betumi na ba be regime no na sa e kana ba beda aban so no afi aban so no it started somewhere in 2019 if my memory serves me right under the former trades minister to look for the right people because the same decision here been taken here and I'm say ya antu ye bo asia yintino ye kwaje be 35 million kosi ya I be a white elephant anesi into the government wanted to avoid that mistake.
So for 8 years we've been looking for the right people to
come and invest
for 8 years.
And thanks be to God we have found the right people. In fact tama KTM on ko hosisi ya no na esichire no it was there. In fact NDC aband the sea no was there sugar produced from the factory. In terms of much I said from February to May, no more test run. From May now up to December, no. Why didn't they produce sugar? Why? Have they answered why? Between May to December, why couldn't they even produce a single bag of sugar? Because of Sasami and Mikan who asked me.
Okay, but that's it. Lawyer, my man Sam Rauhe now.
See you for Ankran. So, but Yatum said, I didn't cry now. You want to Nanijan. A child so whom for sure was so. That's the first point. Or to India, or to Ghana. What can't say what the high will be for a long term? What that the high will be more than 3 years in a lease. So because it's more than 3 years in TSA lease, but now they also what they are high. The man crank to Mosen and Nijahu. No plane ticket free India. Abatana Ghana. Abema Usikakakra. No akofa woda pade na kwatra ho de akoya de na wo se wontime nya ne kyesa de ne fa so me point am make na me nkoso nya ne sai me nye ntomo da World Bank for nsem mbeka IMF for nsem mbeka ada na ya no momfa say the same advice in England nim kwane wa
because it's an advanced and with the is it this is
look my man come some
is it their economy is driven
sector
already.
Dr. Bano.
The people say a clarification on the What's say my UK? Let me just say, UK and the US. The economy is dominated by the private sector, not government. The economy is dominated by the public sector.
Well
that
made.
is the difference between the two.
Point well made. Point well made. Lawyer.
I have lived in England for years. 10 years. Min tiasa ankwankra be adwuma. Me on money be. Min tiasa ankwankra be madwuma ba. But the American say CJ. Say bibi wa ban samwa. Aban so anwode so betumi aye ne yiye tisa ankwankra no ara. Nothing can stop that. Na me am going to do na me what me ko no be because say mame. But aban opon so man wa bonu nyina chi wo ko gina pampan so okopelo na ye be sama ne bi. Aban with the resources, aban with the strength. Aban so or yeah recruitment ne up nkrofo or with the capacity to recruit the best people that you can ever find in the world. E Japan say na we nyina chi no. Sa ban ntimi nya nipa mom nya dwuma no. Ne mom na dwen tra ne say anu si on. Okay, who be that question me na me da pa. We see 8 years. Factory nya dwuma da. Is he a failure or not a failure? Or say a failure? Do you know why Jock or no can say failure? And on need to say failure because the reason is very simple. Political party na will free mono. Or what time say, I bind to me nya. There should be nothing called state asset. Everything should be private. What my ideology no. What my social no. What more you to say on my benja padio. What my dream no. Oh. Mate.
In fact, who's public economics?
Mate, capitalism.
Government is a referee.
Me nyintum.
Simply meaning say
me ideology ne say. Me ideology ne say. State can also run it. It's possible. State can also run it and make it efficient.
State can provide the requisite.
That is your view. And I'm saying anya no correct because ye Kwame Nkrumah the BA akoso modam a state asset. Yeah, from a private.
No, but listening to Doctor, I'm surprised. Can't the state manage an entity? Anything? So the state can't manage anything.
And we have to say this to Ghanaians, sir. I'm going to manage BBA.
That's why I say.
I mean, it's not surprising.
It's misconstrued. If you may, I didn't think that you drew energy crisis, okay? In 2016.
Yeah.
Why didn't the NDC government go and construct dam? Why did they invite private people into energy generation?
No, but the energy sector is a different sector.
No. Just listen to yourself. Is it part of the economy? Okay.
Doc, wait there. No. In your classroom, Walk energy sector.
Yes.
There was a say what happened to me at the I'm a video when this dear feed CJ. You see, and they are brown sugar free India. Near the Ababa policy and Sana.
CJ. This is not
Ghanaians listen to us every day.
Listen to what I'm saying. Why are you making this case? It's like no. Listen to me. Then listen to what I'm saying. Sugar cane plant in Assem. CJ, why are you making this point?
We are talking about commercial sugar factory.
Yes, and make sure the factory itself, the operationalizing of the factory. Are you getting it? Cultivating of sugar cane is different.
All right.
But the operationalization of the factory, the machinery. Look, I spoke about factors of production. I spoke about the entrepreneurship. What is the technology?
Who can say you call primary school chair and must say animal officers at Animazonia? And the best of me, but now one abana. Namudi one D one of whom come over them. Me, but I'm him. I won't cover so called factories. I see your beer now so paragraph and a demo. Most I just and such one good, plantain them and the factory. I don't and the serum. I don't run yes, the serum, but won't cook what I can see. Matamama so Mungusi. My private person. Private people now are promoting now. Mommy, come on somewhere.
You want to make that statement?
Mommy, come on somewhere.
Can
I make my point?
Doc.
As I'm not going to man crazy, but as a what I say, who has not been fair to you?
When you misinterpret my words, then you've not been fair to me.
You are doing exactly the same thing to me. You are doing the same thing to me. Oh, yes.
Operationalization of, and I've explained the economic rationale behind it. These are two different things.
Okay, lawyer, your point is well made. My lawyer, Quina.
Over Venezuela. Me make us we always man crazy. What I say? CJ, media, my position will never change, even if my party is in power. Me say I don't support anything state sale because send me a bar. Oh, Mama, somewhere.
But you see, CJ,
Mama, somewhere.
These are sort of things that they can't in their classroom. sale.
Let me land now.
The point no make it.
What is your problem?
He is talking about what he supports and what he doesn't support.
But
Simple.
in context of commander, and I'm just saying, sale.
The word I used was that anything. That is the word, anything. You sit here, you go. Oh.
I'll send you the report.
Lawyer, you have the floor.
What here? You are citing some Namima buying and the Rollins Airton, 232. And now buy your one buying transfer from 2001 2008. At the one now was seeing and what you condemn and mobile the same thing. And it make us a mono option to anything. Because obi option ne say me condemn CJ and talk idea we cram here. Me ba me go to be ma
diversified 232 state-owned enterprises.
Even if you diversify, you need half.
You see yourself.
You see
yourself.
You see yourself. What does it?
You see yourself.
Me say why the thing is not good? Don't repeat anything of it.
No. But if your government sold 232,
did you repeat
then
it?
you don't have. I don't even remember anything like that.
Okay, Ghana Telecom was sold.
No, it was not sold. Hey, slow down. It was 8 years lease. It was not sold. What you see? Read the report. You see, these are some of the things I say. We are not helping. To educate our listeners.
So what is Ghana Telecom? Where is Ghana Telecom?
No, 232.
Where is Ghana Telecom?
Where are the 232? Where is Nsem Canary food? Where is
Ghana Telecom?
Where is Nsem
Because it was not given out whether on lease or whatever to anybody. When you came, it was still there. It was for Ghana.
Where is Aztec?
Where is it?
Where is Aztec?
You even paid bribe to your MPs to sell it.
Where is Aztec?
Mutia $5,000, ma'am. Yes, I
think that the next time, on Tuesday, we should have time and look at divestiture and community.
Yes.
No, broadly,
and not politicize it. That is the problem.
I think that we need.
The reason why I am agitated this morning is that
very simple.
for me, I want to offer education on why governments diversify, and you are making it political. Why?
It's a political party, not for state to own anything.
1984, who was in government? 1984, MPP was in government. 1993, MPP was in government. 1993, was this Kufuor who was president?
Doc,
what of that?
No, MPP was in government.
An individual can do it, the state can also do it, and far better than even
No.
That is my view.
In economics, there, no one would tell us that government should go into.
That is your opinion.
It's not my opinion.
Lawyer Chum Berima of the NDC, Dr. Frank Bono of the MPP. No, I mean, I must say, na Mpensenpensenmu no, Emfa Ensia, Yemfensia. Madam, I say, one day, I think we'll continue with this conversation some other time. Yes, sorry.